The GTX, and I gotta be honest here, there was actually a couple days this week where I was just not in the mood to basically build a model. I wanted to do a little sub-assembly, but I really, painting-wise, everything just was not in the mood, and when I am not in the mood, I just cannot paint it, and I don't like to force it or anything of that nature. That's why I try to always do construction during the week, and do the painting on weekends. This just seems to work out that way. But anyway, back at it. Went ahead and masked off the hood here. Got the black, I guess, stripe on it. I don't know why. I guess I missed a little overspray right there when I did it. I guess I didn't tape it all off. But anyway, that's an easy fix. That's just taking a little bit of alcohol and a little bit of a Q-tip and just giving it a little bit of a swipe. Wipe that off and it won't hit the underlying paint. But anyway, there's that. Looking pretty good. Now it is shiny, but I will dull it down once I get the final stage of it, because basically car shiny, but that's flat black. But anyway, did get most of the little everything painted, the little silver parts. I still got to do the trim, which I'm going to do that. I gotta go print out a picture off the Mr. Internet there, and so I can do the trim that goes in the back here, and then trim on the side, and a few other little spots. But anyway, I gotta have reference so I can just have it sitting there while I paint it. But anyway, we're getting closer and closer to getting that accomplished. But while that dried, I went over here and took the remaining parts, which just goes under the back of the car. I got it primered with filler primer here, and then I sprayed the butterscotch color. Got that on the front here. Did the same thing, and I got the you can see where it's got a little bit of a. I just basically did one little light coat. I'm going to do another coat later today, but first I had to actually get the little bumper flares on there, so I got them glued on. And then once dry everything, and then later this afternoon I'll spray some more of the butterscotch on the front, and then of course do the paint the grill and all that good stuff. Anyway, I wanted to get that accomplished so I could just kill two birds with one stone, do all the that should be the last of the painting, and of course got the clear parts and all that good stuff. The little scoop, I did forget to put that in the hood there, but anyway, that's what you get for not reading the instructions. So I painted it black, didn't paint the bottom because no need, and I'll get that glued on the inside of the hood there later today. But anyway, that's where I stand on GTX. Hopefully I get a little more done this weekend, and then when you start, I want to start, actually I would like to have it on the chassis, but we're pushing it a little bit too much. One thing I got to do, and I'm going to try to get a picture of it and I'll share one. The rims here are not really chrome, they're actually more gray, and so what I'm going to do is, and I probably don't have, I was going to take some black and gray detailer, and which I was probably what I'm probably going to end up doing, do a little wash, but I think I'm just going to go get some light gray paint, thin it down, and then do a wash on the rims there, and that'll give the gray effect of the rims. But anyway, we'll get there. We'll probably do that last and see how that works out. But anyway, that's where I stand on the GTX. The MTB, basically got the motors done, got back wing pretty much. Hopefully I can get it more straighter than that. Anyway, we'll work on that. Getting the wings here basically assembled. I got to sand the stubs off, and basically need to saturate the so it won't warp or anything. Try to get it clamped down. I got it clamped on this side, and then what I want to do is I'll put another bead of glue down the other side and reverse the clamps and put them on that way. But anyway, that's where I've been on that. I started sanding the fuselage here. I still got to sand this side to get it smooth. This side I'm going to have to add a little bit of putty, because if you can see right there, it wants to, it's basically, I tried to, it's warped just a tad, and I couldn't get it aligned. So I'm going to take some green putty here. I'll smooth that on. I'll try to get that on either day or tomorrow, and then you can see where the sink marks are at right here. I'll add a little bit there, and we'll just get that on. The only thing bad with plastic putty, you have to kind of let it dry for a day or two, and then once you let it really dry, it's basically sanding a plastic model, you know, using sprue as a putty. But anyway, there's that. So hopefully we'll get a little more done on it as well. The Crazy Horse, I pretty much got all the parts on, and I got all the DML parts on. Got the parts of the nacelles there, and of course the bottom torpedoes. But I got the nacelles on, and I was going to I'm going to do some clear blue on the nacelles here. But one thing that I was going to paint them first, but then I decided against it because honestly, I love the kit, but the nacelles here, to me, they just don't fit. I don't think the end caps fit real good on there. I think they're always a little bit off, but that's just me, you know. But I never really studied the size of the studio model or anything of that nature. I just think they don't fit right, but that's just me. Always been that way. So what I did is I glued them on. I got them clamped on there, did that on the other side, and just waiting for it to really dry. And I basically just took a bead of glue all the way down, and so we're good and sturdy. I'm going to take Tamiya clear blue and airbrush that, and then once that dries, I'm going to mask all this off and then do basically flat black and do a little bit of light blocking on here, and I'll be good to go on it. So that's pretty much it. But all the DML parts are on, and there's a couple of the DML parts I didn't put on, you know, like the bridge and everything. It's really not necessary, but anyway, there's that. And all I'm down to, I just got to do a little bit of seam work on the neck and the saucer, just the rim here, and that'll be with tulip. And then I'm ready for some flat black, and should be ready to put the base coat down is what I really would like to do, and that'll be duck egg blue, which I think is just, that's my standard Federation colors, which I think looks good with the Aztec decals on here. But anyway, there's that. So a little more on the Crazy Horse, and we'll be ready to rock and roll on it as well. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today, and I should have a shed update. I may even have a review or two as well. So that's what I got going on. Doing more on the GTX, the Crazy Horse, basically assembled. Again, more on the GTX. However, one thing I did forget. I don't know if you can actually see it, but I did take a detailer wash and did the grill there. So we got that all accomplished, and you can tell by my hands painting by black paint. I couldn't get it into the airbrush. I like to get it more on the skin than I do the actual model kit. But anyway, there's that. And then I'm going to work on the, try to do the, I can't remember how I did the last one. For the tail lights, I'm actually going to paint these white and then put the red on there. And then I think what I'm going to do, and I probably don't have it, I was going to do future, but probably going to do like crystal clear or something. I want to actually put a lens, a liquid lens, and let it just sit and dry. I think that'll work out better than me gluing a clear styrene or Flexan on there and doing it square up like that. But anyway, that's my game plan. But anyway, so we're doing the GTX, and we are sanding duty on the MBT1. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.